Hello guys, in this lecture we are going to see the computer-aided design of electrical machines. Let's start with the introduction. Application of science, technology and innovation to the realization of machine. It says that the design is nothing but we are giving a shape to the concept with the application of science, technology and innovation to realize of a machine or a system so as to satisfy the required performance and characteristics with optimum economy and efficiency of the machine. Uh, Given specification that a machine has to meet means the designer's work lies in suitably allocating the space to frame, magnetic core, air gap, copper or aluminum insulation, and cooling medium. Often there are contradictions in the process and one has to take the decision under several conflicting requirements. There are some limitations arising because of the inherent material properties such as elastic limit, magnetic saturation, temperature rise efficiency, and losses as affecting the dissipation of heat. Further talking of optimization, optimization is not so simple, and optimum solution may not means merely cost reduction only, but also it is may include a quantitative appreciation of all criteria that identify the best design for given requirement. A single criterion such as minimum weight or minimum production cost might be easy to understand, but often the weighted combination of several conflicting requirements is the determining the factor. After establishing the functional relations between various machine constructional variables, the evaluation of design to meet the given performance specification or to meet some specified optimum criterion is a matter of long and tedious iteration. It may take several iterations to arrive at an optimal solution. So let's see the advantages of computer aided design. It is clear from previous discussion that design is an iterative process wherein the basic assumed quantities may have to modified several times to arrive at the given specification. For these sophisticated computations, thumb rules are rather undesirable and hand calculations calculator unwidely. In such situations, the computer, which can be perform millions of computations in a few seconds, which has played a vital role in helping the designers. It has been possible to study the effects of wide variation in the parameters of a system in a reasonable length of time and consequently to obtain its minimum optimum design. This has yielded solutions to variety of design and operation problems and in the process. In short, computer-aided design gives the advantages of eliminating the tedious and time-consuming hand calculations, making data checks at every stage, facilitating trial designs preliminary to finalize the design, and permitting much more detailed and precise functional relations in case that they can be formulated and giving the possibility of developing new and more comprehensive design procedures. Let's see the methods of approach to computer-aided design. In any practical design, the number of variables and number of constants involved are very large, and for this to be satisfied by a final design and lengthy iterative approach is required. The approaches with the computer design to electrical machines are commonly presented into the two ways, as first one analysis method and second synthesis method. Let's say one by one. First, analysis method. The design analysis can be defined as the determination of performance of the system from the knowledge of relationships among the variables, with the system parameters defined initially remaining unchanged. In the case of calculated performance do not agree with the specifications, then the initial parameters are modified and the performance is again recalculated. You can think about that as if suppose you are defining an initial parameter to design the machine, and you are going for the analysis, and you are calculating the performance on the given specification. If suppose that desired performance is not getting from that calculation, then you have to go for the modification of initial parameters, and again you have to go for the recalculations of the same. So you can go for like that, you can go for the analysis. And the analysis method of design is a very good starting point in the area of computer aided design. It suits well with beginners as it is fairly simple to make the program. This is nothing but a flowchart of analysis method. Here you can see with the start, this dotted line shows a human position. It means there is a decision of the human being, and another solid line or the solid blocks shows a computer position. That means decision can be taken from only computer. So with the starting here shown a dotted line, human decision, it means human have to define the specification of the machine which has to design, and constraint also define output requirements, initial machine and machine dimensions, winding parameter and objective function. That human decision have to give to the computer as an input, and that can be formulated or equal with the equivalent circuit and analyze the performance. And whatever the output is coming from that computation, that has to be compared with the desirable performance characteristics, or you have to compare it, and you have to decide that is it satisfied or not. If it is satisfied with the desirable, then it goes to the print all the data and the machine performance characteristics. Otherwise we have to go for the manually human being take the decision by changing the specifications, initial parameters means constraints and output requirements. Then you can define this is nothing but the analysis method for designing computer aided design. And next one, synthesis method. In the synthesis method, the numerical technique have to be resorted, and a process of iteration may be used to find a solution. In this method, the desired performance characteristics are given as input to the computer. The logical decisions required to modify the values of variables. Now for the set of given performance characteristics, several designs are possible to work out. Therefore it should be the designer's aim to make such synthesis program to give out an optimum design. It means what designer have to make the program with the logical decisions, and they have to perform the that program and compare it with the desired performance. The output of that program have to compare with the desired performance characteristics. If it is not satisfied, then designer can change their initial parameters and the logical decisions of the program, and go for the different values, or work out for multiple times to get the optimum design or desired performance characteristics. Once a synthesis program has been developed and fully worked out on the computer, then all incoming designs are nothing but routine computations, largely independent of designer's interference and time. You can see here this is nothing but a flowchart of synthesis method. Here you will not get any dotted lines. All things are with solid lines. It means that there is no any interference of human decisions. All the decisions will be of computer, so it will be shown. That's why it is shown with the solid line only. Here you can see with the start of this flowchart is nothing but you have to define the machine specifications and assume the suitable data by the computer only, or by logical decisions which is compiled with the program, and variables as per the specifications. design calculations will be there, and then calculate performance is calculated as per the given programmable or logical decisions, and then compare that results of that calculated performance with the desired performance, and after comparing, if it is satisfied, then it will be go for the print design sheet. Otherwise it will be go for the adjust the values of design variables to effect convergence. This is nothing but a synthesis method. So this is whole about computer aided design. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.